Hi guys, so we've been studying Vincent van Gogh and his painting called Sunflowers, and I'd like to try and make some flowers of our own, but really we don't need to make them like Van Gogh. We're going to give it our own flair. However, I do want you to try mixed media art. And mixed media art means that I am using more than one type of media. For instance, I might color and I might also cut and glue some pictures onto my piece of art. So let's try this together. I'm going to start everybody off with one piece of blue paper, and we've got plenty of colored scrap paper that we can use to make flowers. But let's start with a vase. So the only part of Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers that we're going to keep is his vase. And I made some patterns for you all to trace, or you can make your own. You don't have to trace it. I'm holding yellow chalk. Yellow chalk makes a really good contrast on this blue paper. So I can share that pattern with someone else now, and I can take some time to color it in. We'll talk more about Vincent van Gogh's style of painting, but he liked to make short little brush strokes all over his painting, and that was kind of his style. So we'll fill that in a little later. But my vase is floating. I don't want that. I want to sit it on a table. So with a horizon line, I can put one line back there and it's sat on the table. So on your tray, you also have things called oil pastels, and they're very soft-ish crayons. Again, I'm doing those dashed marks all over the tabletop, just like Van Gogh would. Maybe a little brown, even if it doesn't show up so well on the blue. All right, I can come back and put detail in that later, but now I have a vase. To fill the top with flowers, I'm going to show you a couple different ways to cut flowers out. And I never want to draw on the colored part. I'm going to flip it over and draw on the back. Maybe with a pencil or a black crayon, we can draw a couple of flowers. The first one's very easy. I noticed that in one of Van Gogh's one of his flowers is just a circle. So I'm going to have one, maybe two circle flowers. I noticed that another flower is a half circle, as if it's bent over, and then the petals are falling. So I'm just going to put a zigzag line right there, like it's falling down. And then I'm going to have one flower in total bloom. So now I'm going to point all those petals out. And so you need to spend a little time cutting all of my shapes out. And you don't have to stay exactly on your line. It was just a guide. I'm zigzagging my scissors. It doesn't matter if I stay on the line because I drew on the back and it won't be on the colored front. So after I get at least 3, I am challenging you to 3, I want you to lay your flowers down above the vase and start thinking about your detail work. I'm also going to share some green colored pieces with you. Perhaps you can make leaves, stems, or even the center of some of these flowers. You could color on top of your cutouts. Again, that's part of what mixed media art is. I can use the oil pastels to color directly on my petals or my flowers, and I could cut stems. And I'll show you very quickly how to make a leaf. I'm going to make it like a raindrop. And you could make several of these leaves to have around. Also, in a mixed media piece, don't be afraid to draw directly on your paper, even after you've cut all of these out. So maybe if I see an empty spot over here, I can add some leaves. Anyway, have fun. Good luck.